Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. Let's see. Leanne said, "Have a great live, Natalie." That was earlier. Either she was going to sleep, woke up in the middle of the night, or whatever. But it's 3:30 a.m. her time. I don't think she's a loyal and amazing friend of the channel. And but you know that's a little crazy. You need the treasure. Hold on, guys. 1 second. We got out of the house a little bit later, but there wasn't like a super huge time crunch or anything, but it just everything kind of dominoed effect. That's okay. We are what is happening? Why did a live start on my channel on my phone? That was weird. Okay, so I think I have my tutorial where it needs to be. I think I have this on backwards on my earbud. Yes. Okay, now it fits so much better. Okay, that was my mistake. I did it backwards. Anyway, and if we remember from yesterday, I was starting row 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, I think he said, I'm doing the increase on row 10, which was a double crochet, front post double crochet on the previous front post, and then 4 double crochets in the next space. And that's going to be the increase around row 10, and then rows 11, 12, and 13 are going to be just that front post double crochet, 4 double crochets in the next space all the way around. I pulled out all my hooks, so I have them right here at my disposal. Again, I can't find my 6 milli clover hook, so I'm using these light up ones. What are they? The Crochet Light. And I can't believe after like 5, 7, maybe 8 years of not like just sitting in the drawer, the light still turns on. I don't know if you could. Yeah, you can see that. Hold on. The light is on at the tip. I mean, that's insane. But anyway, and then I couldn't remember if the brim goes down to a 5 millimeter or 5.5 from the 6 millimeter. So I have both of those. I do have my 5 millimeter clover because this is my favorite hook to work, or the clovers are my favorite hook to work with. And I have my 5 millimeters. Actually, you know what? No, I typically use 4.5 for my fingering weight, which is a thick hook for fingering weight. But we talked about that yesterday. So anyway, let's see other comments. Mark said, "Good day, Natalie and Artsy friends." Hello, Mark. Mom said, "Hi, Leanne and Mark. Hi, my baby. Hi, Leanne and Larissa." Understood. Okay. So as of right now, there's 3 people in here. I did not send out a reminder to everybody. So I may do that for Becky at the very least, because I know she wanted to be here. She said she had a lot of fun yesterday, and she's looking forward to being here today. I'm going to plug in my phone, but I'm not going to disconnect Mr. Boyfriend's phone from the car, because even though we know the way, because we only drive it 85 million times, we like to keep the mapper thingy on. There's actually a couple different ways to get there, but 3:30 a.m. could easily find me awake some nights. LOL. Yeah, oh no, she's totally been awake at that time. But normally when I do my lives at night is when she's able to be there. And I know she moderates for someone else's live, but that's not like, oh no, that's like in the middle of our, oh wait, this is the middle of our day. It's like early after or early evening or something, our time, I think. But I don't know what days Claire goes live. So, Mom, close your eyes. Shoot. That was my fault. Hold on, guys. Like I said, we kind of got a late start. And Mr. Boyfriend made amazing eggs. He is like a phenomenal cook. Like, even though I know how to cook, I kind of like to have him cook. It's like he just whips it. He like literally, he kneels in front of the refrigerator, starts pulling ingredients out, and just makes whatever out of whatever's there. And it's delicious every time. Are you going to say hi to the peeps?
Hi to the peeps.
Okay, cool. Okay, so more errands today, Natalie? No, it's not really errands. We just have someplace to go. It was a kind of a weekend thing. I can message Becky if you want Natalie to chat with her on Messenger. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, I may just let Granny D know. Okay. She was awesome helping me. Well, trying to help me with the whole live thing yesterday. I was very appreciative. I mean, even though she wasn't able to really figure out what it was that the issue was, she helped me out with the whole phone, starting it on the phone thing, and that ended up being kind of wacko, and I did it, this way, or I figured it out, because I'd never seen that drop-down option on how do you want to go live. It's always been webcam, unless I go into the manage settings. No, the stream settings, I think, and then, so I don't know, but in the actual like setup of the live, I've never had it ask me which way I want to go live. Like, it's the webcam. I mean, really? So that's what was stopping me. And evidently that's not an option on the phone because the phone only has the one camera. So, yeah. Okay. Hi, Mr. Boyfriend. Hi, Mr. Boyfriend. And Mark said, hi, Mr. Boyfriend. Sorry, guys. Got to get in the nutrients some way. All right. So, yesterday I said I was maybe going to work for the last couple minutes that we had on the road. And I wasn't sure like where I would end or if I would finish a whole round or whatever. I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I got up to 40 stitches. So we were at 60 before, and then now we have an increase. At least what I'm eating isn't all crunchy and stuff. Where did I just say I was at?
40 something.
40. All right, so we're doing double crochet around the front post. That's the thing. Nobody that was here, I don't think, has ever worked with the Shappiest Chunky Monkey. I love the yarn. It's a great anti-pilling, soft acrylic. But it is a pain in the tuchus when working with the hook. Now, I don't know if it's because the tip of this lit one is thicker. Well, I mean, it would be, as a general rule, the same. The clover hooks are not. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's the hook or it's the yarn, but the yarn is very splitty. You can't really see it there, but it's like, you see how spongy it is? And so the plies come undone when you're working into them. And so I'm so often undoing the stitch or whatever, and it's like, oh my goodness. So you're doing a live. He's feeding you. Who's driving? A mom question. Miley's driving.
Autopilot.
It's autopilot, which his car actually, well, not fully, but partially does. But we're driving slow right now. I mean, you could see the trees and stuff. For a little while, we're not on the expressway for like a while. All right, so front post double crochet. See, it didn't grip the stitch. Now that's one thing that off. Well, okay, the thicker the head or the hook. See, that's why I like hook. I don't know if you can see that, but the hook, because these are clear hooks. But see, like there's a hook, but it has like it's not like fully cut in. Like with the clover, it's a little different. Like like there's actually a grip. Like there's room in there for the yarn to get under when you pull it. Whereas with these lit ones, not so much. So when you're grabbing the yarn, it's not necessarily grabbing the thickness of it. And so it'll kind of grab parts, like a few of the strands, and then now you are all messed up and stuff. Let's see what you have there. Okay, so let's try this for a third time. Front post double crochet. All right, got it. Awesome. Now 4 stitches. Here, I'll pull it up a little bit so you can kind of see. You can't really kind of see the work, but yeah, and I just lost it. We figured out kind of a tabletop scenario with a piece of cardboard and the towel on top of it to give it kind of the grip that it needs, so it's not constantly sliding. And so Mr. Boyfriend didn't also have to try to hold the computer like he had to do yesterday. But if there's like a fast stop or something, then I have to grab you guys. 2, 3, 4. So we're at 45. She did 3 angel heads, angel emojis. All right. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I'm going to need the tutorial because there's 4 rounds, and with all the talking and the whatevering, I don't know that we'll get there, but hopefully we do. All right, so that was 45. So front post double crochet, 4 double crochet into the next stitch. This is, I mean, it is a relatively fast, so I think we're at 50. Well, I can count it quick at the end. This is a fast, it's an easy pattern and works up pretty fast. Okay, you wouldn't know that in the time that it's taken me to do this, but that's because I'm chatting and whatever, and this, that, and the other. But if I were to sit down and actually work on it, I don't know. I'm sure Fiber Spider, I'm sure Craig can get it done in, an hour. I'm guessing. Rose could probably do the same because she's made 85 million of them. Few are going to take a little bit longer. Like that it's an easy, fast pattern to work up. And what I made is like write down the pattern for myself so that I'm not having to follow the tutorial so much, which is something I do sometimes. Not that I wouldn't like go and buy the pattern. I'm not saying that, but well, some people don't actually sell their patterns. Like some people just do the tutorial online, and that's that. Some people do the tutorial online and then sell their pattern. Some people do the tutorial, have a free version of their pattern on their blog, which you have to deal with the ads and the write-up and everything else. But I mean, who cares? And then they also have, if you want a PDF printable pattern, then you could purchase it for whatever they charge for it. Uh-oh, you're breaking up. Uh-oh. Well, here's hoping we don't run into the same issue. See, I do wish that my phone has a hotspot option, or my plan has a hotspot option, but you have to be like tethered or connected to the device, which in and of itself isn't a big deal. However, I did try to do it and it didn't work. And my phone can't connect to Mr. Boyfriend's phone because he's got a MacBook and I've got an Android phone. And oh, it could have, because we have the USB-C to USB-C connector that we have for the camera. No, I think that's what it was. I think I tried to do the hotspot from my Android to the MacBook, and that didn't work. I don't think I tried it to my computer. But the reason I say that is because the phone company I'm with, I tend to have a lot better signal in areas that Mr. Boyfriend's phone doesn't. So that's something to consider with an idea. Oh, that's heavy. Okay. The audio and video are still good for me, Natalie. Okay, cool. Okay, and Mom's okay now. What did you put in these eggs? I know seasoning and cheese. Is that it?
Salted butter was the base.
Cooking stuff with salted butter is never a bad thing. Butter in general. Salted butter even more so. All right, so next front post double crochet. 4 double crochets into the next space. Okay, let's try that again. See, it just sometimes misses. It doesn't grip the yarn, and then I got to do it 3 times. So frustrating. All right, next one. So we're going into the next front post double crochet. Thank you. Got to do that again because oh my goodness. You know, I'm kind of tempted, just for the heck of it, to try the clover hook, even though it's smaller and I would need to undo it. But just for the sense of the gripping of it, or the catching of the yarn, if it would work better. And as a smaller hook, it would be interesting to see if that actually is the case. I'll do that in just a second. We're turning, so I'm going to hold the computer so you guys don't go running places. Even though Mr. Boyfriend is a gentle turner, but what is happening? Oh, it got stuck, but it unstuck. Okay, let's get some more yarn. Normally I would just be pulling it, but because it's like got the towel and the cardboard and the whatever, I just want to bring it up here a little. All right, let's try the clover hook. See if that makes a difference, even though it's a full millimeter smaller. It'll be interesting to see if it grips it better. All right, we're doing the next front post double crochet. Okay, that was my fault. And I undid. How did I do that? I haven't done that in like the whole project. All right, let's try this again. It may not work so well because the hook is kind of small for a 4 millimeter or 4 weight yarn. And I'm like, I could slow down. That would help it too. Yeah, okay, so even with a smaller hook, the clover hook consistently catches it better. So I'm going to undo this so that I do it with the right size hook. But the clover hook consistently grips it. What is happening? I can't find it. Split too much, so now I gotta undo more. What is happening? wow, this is such a splitty yarn. Now, I know some people do not like big box acrylic, Karen Simply Soft. A lot of people don't like it because it is a split like this, but I still love it because I love the soft. You guys know, those of you who know me know I'm obsessed with soft yarn. If I'm going to work with something, I want it to be soft. I don't want icky, scratchy, especially since my hands are always so dry anyway. That doesn't help the situation. So, now, I do wish that they made more Z-twist yarns versus the standard S-twist. I did a video about that, a tutorial. Ooh, look at that snowman. Yeah, there was like antique, it was an antique shop. I don't know where that went. Okay. But quickly, standard yarns have an S twist, which means the way the yarn is plied, like spun and plied, is in an S way, not shape, spin orientation, which for knitters is great. It helps to stop it. So the standard yarns that you find everywhere, it's great for knitters because the way knitters work, the S twist is perfect. It helps stop it from splitting as much. For crochet, it doesn't help because the way we work with it, at least as a right-hander, I don't know about a left-hander. I don't know if it makes a difference. But I noticed them so much more now. I mean, I always did, but now even more. I don't know if right-left hand makes a difference when you're like the way you're crocheting. I would imagine it would, but for right-handers, because that's how I know, because I'm a right-hander. When you are, hey, Ariel, welcome. How are you? When you're crocheting with an S-twist yarn, the way you work with it tends to loosen up, like the plies can loosen up more, and and so they split more versus for the knitter. So the crocheter needs a Z twist. Now, is it Lion Brand has the Z? What is it called? It's I have like 2 balls of it or skeins of it. ZZ Top? No. Something, but it's a Z twist. I've had at least 2 different brands of Z twist yarn. Now, as a general rule, the yarns I work with, which I typically work with either hand-dyed yarns, and I love single ply, so there is no twisting, but it's also not the strongest for certain projects, so that's not necessarily always what you want to use. But anyway, I've worked with at least 2, possibly 3 different Z twist yarns, and my typical yarns, like I said, the hand-dyed yarns, I don't typically have an issue with splitting as a general rule, or like Baby Blanket or Sweet Snuggles, which there's no ply, so I don't have an issue with it. But if I do use Karen Simply Soft or something else like that, I will notice difference. Or like using the Shippius Chunky Monkey, totally. Oh my God, it's driving me nuts. But the Z twist is awesome, so awesome when crocheting with it because you don't have the issue with it because of the way the orientation in which it is spun is opposite the standard yarns that are out there. So I do wish there was a bigger selection of Z twist yarns for crocheters. But unfortunately that's not the case, so you got to deal with what you got. I am just eating a Bomb Pop popsicle right now. Oh, that's awesome. I love Bomb Pops. Oh, that takes me back. The red, white, and blue bomb pops. Yum. We're getting ice cream today. We got this awesome ice cream yesterday. We saw it at the place on Friday, but we were needing food, not ice cream. And they were getting ready to close up. So we didn't get it. So we got it yesterday. But it was this peanut butter. I forgot what it was called, but I think it's like 2 scoops of cream. It had sprinkle cone chip, like round, like imagine a round chip, but it was a waffle cone. Thin, so it wasn't like super crunchy, but not super soft either. With peanut butter sauce. Reese's Pieces. I think Reese's Pieces peanut butter, like sauce or topping on top. Oh, it was yummy. And then we had later when we were eating, because it was another thing. I'm kind of a little obsessed with cheese fries. And living in Chicago, we have more options or more places that actually do cheese fries. And anyway, so there was a vendor that had like all kinds of varieties of cheese fries. I mean, with pulled pork or chili cheese, or you could get chicken, or like all kinds of different stuff, jalapeno concoction of some sort, and all this other craziness. But we got chili cheese fries. They were actually very tasty. I don't think they didn't layer it or get it to the bottom, because they had a lot of fries. But oh, it was delicious. Okay, I'm doing the next front post double crochet. Then sometimes it's hard to see if I got in between the strands and I'm like missing one. Now the next 4 double crochets. I did do a set already without saying anything, because I was talking about wanting to do. So anyway, today we're going to try a different ice cream. It does sound good. All right, so now we are at the end. I don't have another front post to do. So I'm going to be slip stitching into top of the previous double crochet or front post double crochet, not into the chain 2, because the chain 2 counts as nothing in this pattern. But I have the first stitch marked. Don't worry, guys, we're almost done eating. Actually, I'll take one more bite and then you can finish it. Mr. Boyfriend's such a good guy. Okay. So I'm doing a slip stitch, a chain 2, and then I'm going to do a front post double crochet into the previous front post. Now I just finished row 10, which was the increase. Now I'm going to do 11, 12, and 13, which is just front post double crochet, 4 double crochets into the next stitch all the way around. Peasy lemon squeezy, except I need to count. Wait a minute, what did I just do? Oh, I did slip stitch at the top. Okay. I'm doing a front post double crochet. I'm going to mark that stitch, even though it's really pretty obvious. I like to mark it just in case, so I don't just keep going without really thinking about it. You know what I mean? If I have a stitch marker, it's like, okay, bam, got to do it. Sorry, I'm kind of tired today, but I'm still here. It's a long weekend up here in Canada anyway, so tomorrow should be quiet. Yeah, it's a long weekend for us too. It's Memorial Day weekend. But it's totally cool being tired. I get it. We actually got a relatively good amount of sleep, as it turns out. Well, Mr. Boyfriend got a little bit more than I, but just by a little bit. I love looking at all the different subdivisions and stuff, and all the different types of houses, and all the different areas and stuff. Okay, so we're starting around 11. So I need to make sure I remember this, because I'm not writing it down. Starting row 11. Oh wait, how many stitches did I have? That would be good so that I can keep track and make sure I'm on point. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, so I went from 60 to 75 with the increase. All right, so, oops, I'm backwards. There we go. Horses. Two girls were riding, galloping on their horses. That was cool. Okay, so we did the front post. Now we're doing 4 double crochets into the next stitch. Errol, I know my title basically says it all, but we're in the car for a little bit of time. Not crazy, but so I figured I'd take you guys along while I continue to work on my divine hat. My thing is I'm testing out patterns for myself to find a couple, like 2 or 3 different hat patterns that are quick, easy, but yet beautiful, that still looks like you put time and effort into it, but that are quick and easy for market prep. Because I haven't done a market in a long time, and my typical markets in the past have been like baby blankets, primarily baby blankets, and maybe some scarves, or like I would knit. I used to knit. I had many knit scarves that were like with ribbon yarn and stuff like that. But I haven't knit in at least 10 years, I think. So I need to refresh and do a refresh on relearning how to knit. But so that was basically my, there are cruisers like yours, right? Yeah. That was basically sorry, there are a lot of squirrels out here. That was basically my market. But now I have about probably 30 different stuffies, stuffies that I want to try, that I'm testing timing when I'm making them to see how long they take, to see if it's something that I will realistically have the time to be able to make a bunch of. And I'll probably pick, I don't know, maybe 10 roughly-ish different stuffies, like my favorites and the fastest and the cutest. And then I want to have some hats. Hopefully, I think I still have some baby blankets left, so I'll do those. And then I have a couple of scarves, but I'm working on I started a couple of new ones. Now the matter is finding the time to sit and make all of this. But I'm not planning on doing a market until at the very earliest end of summer, but likely beginning of fall. Hopefully I would love to do at least 2 a month if it worked out for like all of fall and winter, but I don't know that that's going to work out. So anyway, wait, our Memorial Day is next Monday, not tomorrow. Oh, it's next. I thought this weekend. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. I'm sorry. Our Memorial Day is next weekend. Ignore what I said. I think I know why I thought that, but anyway. All right, so next double, oopsie. Oh no, please don't let me. I just messed up that previous row. Okay, I think I can hide it. I don't know exactly what happened there, but all right, so front post double crochet, 4 double crochets into the next stitch. All right, you know what? I'm going to take this ring off because the clicking of it is driving me nuts. Next front post double crochet. So so Mark, are you doing anything for this long weekend, or what is it? Well, okay, I guess it's the end of the weekend now, but does anybody have plans for today? All right, next front post double crochet done. Now working on the next 4 double crochets into the next space. I do feel that this is a yarn eater. I don't know. Maybe it's not. but it does seem to, well, I guess not. I think the waffle stitch, which is the next pattern I'm going to try of fiber spiders, I think that may be a yarn eater, but this really, I guess, isn't, because it's just double crochets. It's just a matter of one of them being a front post, but doing the next, I'm just trying to show, oopsie. I love this little town, even though there's not really much in it, but what is happening? Okay, there we go. This building in particular. All right, next 4 double crochets. No, not really, Natalie, just some R&R. Well, that's always good. Oy, oy, oy. This is so frustrating. All right, I did the next front post, now doing the next double. Next 4 doubles, I'm sorry. Into the next stitch. All right. Now next front post. Next 4. Thank you. We're so funny. We like split everything, basically. Whether it's candy, it's food, it's whatever. All right. The weather's not the greatest anyway. Mother's Day last Sunday was very, oh, that heart is in the way. Very, does that say hard and smoky from the fires out in Western Canada? Oh, yeah. That stinks. How has that, I haven't watched the news. Has that been, how's that going? All right, next front post, double crochet, 4 double crochets into the next space. Double crochet, 4 doubles, except I'm stuck. And it cut the yarn. 1, 2. Oopsie. I think Canada is in for another very bad fire season. I'm sorry to hear that. Next front post, double crochet, 4 double crochet to the next stitch. Did you message Becky? Hold on, I just have to answer my mom on something. Whoa, what was that? That's weird. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'm going to be on for about another 20 minutes-ish, roughly. That'll make it about an hour. Because crochet alongs, I think, are fun. Nice, you know, if somebody wanted to do it with me, or, you know, they can be. Well, I do also know several people. As the creator, you're also reading comments and wanting to somewhat interact with your audience on this round. Yay! Double crochet and then 4 here. Can you see me? Hear me? Hello? Is anyone not here?
It was the same place yesterday.
Yeah.
It was this match. And then it came in again.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I need to restart or if it's gonna. Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Boyfriend went ahead to check to see if I was still here, and it shows me on. So I don't know if you guys, if you aren't seeing me, if you want to leave and come back or refresh.
Just keep it going for now and see what happens.
All right. Well, if somebody wants to let me know if you are hearing it. Okay. Sorry, Natalie. The feed is breaking up a bit. Okay. Is it any better right now? On his phone, it looks like it's good. So I don't know if it is or isn't. It should be better now. I don't know. The audio is fine. The video. Okay. Well, the only thing I can do is restart the live and hope it's better. Or we can see if it works itself out at all. You tell me. I mean, restarting it, I can restart it. However, you know, that's going to take a few minutes, and I only have like 15 more minutes that I'm going to be on. Okay, I'm starting row 12.
Mine's better.
Okay, his is better now, so hopefully yours are too. Just refresh if you need to. The video is getting better again now. Okay, cool. So it's the same patch as yesterday, as it turns out. Sorry about that. I mean, you know, there are areas that nobody gets good reception. So, but anyway, I'm starting around 12. I just did my first front post crochet, double crochet, and 4 double crochets into the next space. I'm sorry to hear about the wildfires. I hope they're not due to arson. Yeah, that. I mean, wildfires in general are bad, but if they're, you know, started intentionally, that's just so not. That's so wrong, you know. But is that from yesterday? Okay. Okie dokie, artichokes. Whoops, I lost my stitch, but I got it. Those tech dead zones, yeah, exactly. Not to my knowledge, Larissa, climate change only is causing them. Okay, going into my next front post double. It would have been cool if Craig could have stopped by the live, see, you know, well, me or possibly us working on the divine hat. He's super cool. He's a nice guy. I remember, I think he said I had sent him a hank of yarn a long time ago, several years ago now. I think when I first, no, I don't remember. I think he said there was something that he would have liked to have worked with. I happen to have it. I didn't have enough to make like anything with it at the time. And so I was like, well, okay. So I went ahead and I sent it to him, and he was like all excited about it. Okay, so next, oh, why does this look weird? Okay, maybe not. All right, next front post, double crochet, next 4 double crochets in the next stitch. I did say I started row 11, right? Yeah, okay. least I have a video, like, the thing that I could go back to check that. Next 4 double crochet stitch. Oh my goodness, this yarn. Row 12, I thought, Natalie. Wait, row 10 was the increase, and 11, 12, 13 were the next 3 rows. I just finished the increase, and now 11. Okay, so I misspoke repeating what the increase row was, but we're not increasing. All right, let me just make sure I did everything correctly. Yes, okay. So I did the front post. Now I'm doing 4 doubles in the next, or in this next stitch. Okay, now I'll have to hold you because it's a roundabout. Okie dokie. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do like the sound of the hook working through the yarn, especially if you're like 4 double crochets in a row. It's like, just, it's not broken up, and it's just like hearing it. You hear it differently on different hook types that you use, whether they're plastic or wood or metal. I'm actually hearing it quite a lot on the plastic, which I don't really usually work with plastic hooks, but yeah. Okay, next front post double crochet, 4 doubles in the next stitch. You guys probably can't hear it. It's just like, even when it was hitting my ring before, no, well, not today. Today it was kind of just like what I wanted to hear. Yesterday when I was here, when I noticed it, I hadn't noticed it when I first started on the live. But then when I continued it after I got off the live, I was like it could be good, but not. But, it just depends on like the mood you're in and the sound you want to hear. All right, next front post double crochet, 4 doubles in the next stitch, maybe. Oopsie, that one went in the stitch instead of the space. Hold on. All right, let's redo that. All right, no, I got into one of the strands. So frustrating. I don't know if Ariel's still in here. I should ask her if she's ever worked with this yarn. No, it's just showing my mom and Mark, although it says there's 4 people in here, but all right, next front post double. Okay, maybe not. All right, I'm just gonna do this last one and then start wrapping it up. Next 4 doubles in the next stitch, or next space, except I came up on a knot. Well, that's frustrating because it wasn't knotted before. That's the other thing, when you have a very splitty yarn and trying to deal with knots, that's never fun either. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me do one more set and then I'm done. Next front post double, 4 doubles in the next space. All right, so I don't know if I'll continue on for a little bit, but I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 of the 75 stitches done. So, I mean, it's getting bigger. Again, I'm not sure about this top and how to have it so that it's not like, doesn't turn into that, like upness. But I guess we'll see once the hat actually is finished. But I do love this stitch. I think it's very pretty. And it is a relatively, it is an easy pattern and relatively fast. So that kind of hits all the things I was hoping for. Thank you. And all right, so I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Tuesday night. I don't know. I have to look at my calendar to see about Tuesday night if I'm going to be able to do a live or not. But I'll let you guys know in the community tab and on the Facebook group when the next live will be, and yeah, we'll go from there. I love that hat. I know, Mom, you've mentioned that a couple times. It is awesome, and it seems like it would be like airy but warm at the same time. Because I mean, you could see like through the stitches, or through the spaces that you were working the double crochets in. But it's still a warm hat because it's a worsted weight. Well, in this case, I'm using worsted weight. I guess I could. I guess I could do a thinner yarn, but then you have to go into trying to figure out how many stitches you need to be able to get it to the same, size and everything else. So then, you're working a whole different thing there. But, we'll see how it goes. Have a great day, Natalie, and everybody. See you all again soon. Hugs and prayers always. Thank you. Same to you. Please stay positive and strong. Yes, absolutely. You too and everyone else. Remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. Remember, if you need extra prayers but don't want to share it publicly, email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com. The link is in the description box below. We'll add you to our private prayer list. And if you don't mind me sharing it publicly but anonymously, let me know that as well. Be positive. And I know my mom always says thanks for all the continued thoughts and prayers for her, as well as all the continued thoughts and prayers for us. We all appreciate it very much. Well, my mom, thank you, Mark. I love this group. Yeah, I know, me too. I know, well, my mom can say bye for herself, but I know she says bye to everybody. Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. As always, I know she's not around right now, but she still said it. She told me in private. She whispered in my ear, hi and bye to my peeps. Mr. Boyfriend says,
See you later.
And I say bye. Me too, Larissa. Take care. To Miley. Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll let you guys know when the next live will be in the community tab and Facebook group. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.